Time. But let's talk about jazz music. Something that makes you feel real good. No matter where you are, brothers and sisters. This thing we call house music.
All right, so tell me your name.
My name is BT, Detroit's finest. Born and raised in Hamtramck, Michigan, a Polish town.
Polish town?
So I'm a black Polishman.
There's blacks in Polish town?
Very weird, actually, but I had a very great musical upbringing.
Tell me about the beginning of Detroit.
Oh, Detroit is the bomb. You know, of course, Motown was created and developed here. Smokey, Berry Gordy, Diana, Martha Reeves, yeah.
Were they all from here?
Basically, the majority was.
Why were they so talented?
It's because back in the day, we had to sing to make ourselves feel good about who we are as an individual.
That doesn't make you good at singing. You're like more talented though.
Yes, it has a lot to do with our roots, our ancestors, where we come from.
How did house music and techno come about?
House music was developed through techno. It was a vibe that was just created through certain DJs.
It's not as good as Motown.
Hell no, it's no comparison.
So why do people like techno?
Techno like it, I guess they like it because it allows them to free themselves from who they are as an individual while they're on the dance floor. It's like a heartbeat, it's a release. It's a release, baby. We need to release. Do we release when we have sex?
Do you love techno?
I love techno. I love techno, I love house, I love gospel, I love R&B, I love classical, I love jazz. I love every genre of music there basically is.
Who's your favorite new music to listen to right now?
Oh, Javonnette, of course.
Who?
A guy by the name of Javonnette.
Okay.
He's out there. He's inside now. He's one of the greatest.
He's here?
Yes. He's the gentleman that was on the keyboards earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's worked overseas. He's done a lot of work with a lot of Detroit artists. He's awesome. And he's very creative when it comes to techno because he has his own unique vibe. We got to open your mind. You got to open your ears. And basically, you definitely got to open your heart.
Maybe I need to take more drugs.
Man, you got to get you some weed, honey. Don't take drugs.
Weed. Okay.
Weed is legalized. I don't do drugs.
I'm telling you, it's interesting because a lot of the black people I meet in the dance community only smoke weed, and all the white kids are out of their mind.
Mushrooms,
stealing their parents' pills.
I don't think it's just white people. I just think we more in the closet when it comes to those type of drugs because a lot of Afro-Americans don't want to be noticed from doing like mushrooms or taking mollies and all that. They take them.
Never done that?
I've never done it. I love God too much, and I love myself.
God too
I
much.
love
Do you
God.
think it's not godly to take mushrooms?
I don't think it's godly at all. That's my opinion. But everyone has their own opinion.
You look like the coolest dude ever, by the way.
Well, thank you.
You look so happy, it makes me kind of hate you a little bit.
I'm happy because I have a sense of peace when it comes to my life.
Okay.
I'm very fine.
Are you in love?
Yes, I am. With myself.
How'd you do that?
By beginning to learn how to love myself and to care about myself. If you can't love yourself, baby, you can't love nobody else, baby. So you gotta love yourself first.
What is happening to Detroit?
Oh, it's changing drastically. It's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm not gonna lie to you because a lot of the work in the inner city parts is still slowly rising.
I mean, how poor is it?
It's poor, but it's not as poor as it was. It's growing. Job opportunities are coming along because there are opportunities here in Detroit. Things are good. It's about damn time, don't you think? We coming up, we rising to the top, and we about to soar in our greatness and our abilities of our talents. So be on the lookout for BT and Javonnette, Kevin Dogan. We on our way.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
So let's just start off by you telling me your name.
Okay, my name is Javonnette. I'm an international house producer. We're in Detroit City at the Motor City Winery.
You from here?
Yes, I'm from here.
Why is Detroit different when it comes to this kind of music?
Detroit has evolved from us coming out of the 60s and the 50s, disco, house kind of thing. Derek May, Juan Atkins, they were the forefathers of it.
And tell me some of the stuff you've made.
Oh, wow, I've done some stuff for Kai Elsey, his record label, System Records, Patrice Scott, Motor City Wine Records. It's real cool.
Tell me about Detroit specifically and what is different about the city and how it shaped the music.
I think Detroit became more of a brotherhood and sisterhood city in the 90s. I think the hip hop St. Andrew era actually changed Detroit. Eminem, Proof. I was married to a Polish woman, lived with me, had kids. I loved her. She was with me for 21 years.
How many kids do you have?
3.
So how did you do it?
Easy.
It's not that easy.
Well, I loved her.
I guess you make a ton of money DJing.
Well, I mean, I did a lot of things. I danced with Aretha Franklin for 12 years.
What was she like?
Beautiful. Beautiful. She treated me well. Cut you out, but she treated you well.
So you got to hear her sing right
Yes.
up
Oh,
close.
yeah, right there.
Did it give you shivers?
It
and sort of
did.
knock-
Made me cry. A great lady. Beautiful.
How did you get that job?
Well, I was a street dancer.
Oh,
I was working at the
like a B-boy?
Yeah, and I was working at the factory, block engines.
Oh, for cars?
Yeah, sure. So I came home one morning, went to sleep, got back up, my car was gone. Somebody stole it. So I sat on the porch for an hour. I said, oh my God. Then my friend called me and said, you're not doing shit. Why don't you go try for Aretha Franklin?
And
So-
you were that good?
Yeah.
That's incredible. I
Yeah.
mean,
Plus, I was stressed out. So my
you danced
job
your ass
gone.
off.
I have 3 kids. I had to flip up the
what
wall.
does it feel like to go from being a machinist to a backup dancer for fucking Aretha Franklin?
So that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wow.
Besides my children being born.
What other weird jobs have you had?
I was everything. I was a drug dealer, got out, made money at that.
Went to jail?
I sure did. I was a special drug dealer.
A special one? But you were like a bigger one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like how big were you?
I was pretty big.
How big is that?
Not really big, but big enough. Learned my lesson, got out. I'm cool now. Black, white, we were locked up. They treated me well. It was federal. You do what they tell you to do. You don't have any problems. You do your time. You get out. You're a whole new man.
When you were growing up, did you come from money, means, family? What'd they do?
My father worked at Chrysler.
So everybody worked for the companies.
He worked at Chrysler. My mom was a union leader.
So did everybody in your neighborhood work for the companies?
Yeah, that's a good synopsis.
So everybody had good money. It was
Yeah, good money.
middle class.
Yeah,
So things were good.
they were decent.
What happened?
The crack era came in. I think the crack era was 91. It took out a lot of decent people, and Detroit had to rebuild. And basically, the jobs were leaving. They were going overseas. Pay less, get more.
Was it gradual or was it overnight?
I think it was kind of overnight. It was,
Everyone's out of work?
yeah, it got that way. You might as well say, yeah.
So what the hell happened? People just starved? Or they have pension?
Some people turned to crime, became drug dealers. It took a turn for the dark, and it got light again.
What did it feel like here?
Well, there were different sections here in Detroit. There were people who, let's say you may have lived across the street, and let's say you probably was an artist, and I lived over here, I was a gangster. We both good people, but the chances of you and I talking is very slim. So you had good people if they only would have came together, but because of the depression we were in, mentally that separated a lot of people. But it made black and white come together.
What is happening now?
I think we're at a rebirth. I think people that once were, some of them are getting a second chance. New businesses, new people are moving into the city, new companies. I think people are taking on a new frame of mind because we're moving out of the automotive industry mentality.
Right.
And we're moving more into the entrepreneur, art, learn it, apply it.
Is there no more cars here? That's it? It's over.
I don't think it's over, but it's not
Are
at
there any companies still producing cars here?
yeah, but it's not at the top anymore. My dad works at Chrysler. That's it. No, he may work at Chrysler and she may be an artist and may make just as much money.
It feels good to be here right now.
It does. Child support will be over next year. My son is graduating. I'm gonna cry at his graduation. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm going to Europe next year. Stuff that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
And how long have you been DJing exactly?
I've been playing live for him. I play jazz too.
You dance, you're a parent, you play jazz, you DJ.
Yeah, and it's cool, man. I just like to have fun. It's no fun if you're just serious all the time.
How do we find your music?
Yes, you can go to Jay Garrett, or you can go to Javonnette Visions Records and just pull me up.
All right, we will find you. You're an incredible man.
Thank you so much.
You should feel real good.
Days just passing, months just passing, years just passing,
Just pass on. Just pass on.
time
Just pass on.
just flies.
I want to give a huge thank you to BT and Javonnette for literally letting me steal them off the dance floor of Motor City Wine. I just love Detroit. The Dirty D always does me so good. There's something in the air. It's just the lack of pretension, the lack of ego, the lack of VIP, the lack of lines, no cell phones on the dance floor. People just truly using music as a catalyst to release all their love, man. You should just see it. It's all ages, all colors, all religions, all creeds, everybody on the motherfucking dance floor. It's exactly the way it should be. You can find Javonnette on the internet, on Spotify, on iTunes. He's got a whole bunch of super beautiful, melodious, jazzy, house, techno-y music out there. It's really hard to define, but check him out there. You can also find him on Instagram at JAVONNTTE. That's right. I have a small request for you. I have a new survey out on my website. The website is www.zoenightingale.com/survey. If you could take my 2-minute survey, it will help me better connect with you and, of course, be a better storyteller, which, if you know me at all, you'll know that that is my life's ultimate goal. Also, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Z Nightingale and on Twitter at Genuinely False. It's June. It's gorgeous. It's been a little bit rainy, but the clouds are parting a little bit more every day, and the sun is poking its gorgeous head right on through those clouds. So wherever you are, I hope that the proverbial clouds are parting from your heart, from your mind, from your soul, that your life is full of those bright little moments of dance, of laughter, of love, of family, of sex, of connection, that make the mediocrity of life seem more palatable. Sending you all the love I have, guys. Good night.